Hey man, so we back at it again with another Blue Therapy reaction. Now this is episode 3. Now after watching the first 2 episodes and just sitting with myself and thinking, I must admit that I was a little too hard on Shoma. And I also definitely had to learn her fucking name. Hopefully I'm saying it the right way now. But yeah, so Paul definitely was a little too crazy. He was very irrational with certain things. And especially maybe me being a content creator, I was able to relate a lot more to certain things that she was saying. And sometimes it was like it seemed like she was giving a lot. She's been giving up a lot. And sometimes, fellas, we gotta let our woman get a couple wins. Give them a couple wins, give them a couple W's, especially if you are the dominating type personality. When you got to keep her happy. You got to keep her happy as somewhat. So you got to give some type of W. So you got to sit there and listen. She is the one that brought him to therapy. He thought everything was peaches and cream, but it's not, my boy. It's not. And I'm a fella. I'm a dude. So I was trying my best to root for the dude, but I gotta call it is what it is. I gotta call a spade a spade. Now over to the next situation. Goddamn, Deborah, man, I can't even. At this point in time, we just watching the debacle, watching the fall off of the situation. Buddy just gotta leave. He gotta slide. He got to slide some way, some type of way. He got to get up out of that situation. That's all I'm trying to say. But I ain't finna hold y'all too much longer, man. I'm trying to just get this video up, so none of that flashy shit. Make sure y'all subscribe and all that good stuff. Like the video up, share to a friend, talk y'all shit in the comment section. If you do disagree with some shit I say, let me know in the comment section. You agree with some shit I say? Let me know in the comment section. Let's carry on this conversation. You feel me? The best thing about this whole thing is that we have men and women having conversations, discussing things about relationships, really knowing how people feel. And, I'm going to do my best to translate for the men, And I'm going to try to understand women. But one thing I understand about women is that you will never understand women. And it is what it is. I understand women nature, though. But let's get this reaction going. I'm so excited to watch this episode right here, man. Smash the like button. Let's get it going.
Obviously, when things get a little bit heated, it's always very difficult, but thank you for coming back in. And I just want to go back. I've written in my notes here, can I find out a little bit more about your family history?
Well, certainly. So I've got 3 sisters. My mother and father, obviously I live with them. I've been brought up by very, very strong women, so dealing with Deborah is not a problem at all. I believe she's actually a strong woman. That's part of the reason why I got with her. Obviously I'm Ghanaian as well. I'm really traditional, but there is some modifications because obviously I was born and brought up in London, so.
Has Deborah met your family?
Oh, yeah.
Jamel?
Hell nah.
Not yet.
Why is that, Jamel?
We've had this discussion before, so I feel with Deborah, because she's just very loud, I should say. There's times where...
Loud?
Yeah, loud. I feel like there's moments of times where you kind of have to balance the two. You need to know your place in terms of being loud and then being quiet. And I feel like at this current moment of time, I don't think she'll, not exactly clash per se with my parents or my family, but I feel like there's things that she kind of has to show.
But what are you worried about?
I just want to make sure that she gets it right. I feel like my family mean a lot to me.
And mine don't, because you've met my family. Jamel has met my family. He met my family, I'll say like the first 3 months in. Like,
but me, you are different.
I don't really understand. He seems to be really particular about his family. Like, we all have family.
Yeah, I get that.
You've met my family. And if you're trying to take me seriously, then I'm not really understanding.
Babe, let me reassure you something.
Why?
Yeah? Understand this. This is my 4th relationship. I don't want to go even further. So I want to make sure that when you come and see my family, it's prim and proper. I'm not here to be doing dibble, dabble, bringing new girls here.
We've been together for a year.
Yeah.
Surely I should have met your family by now. I'm not being funny, but Jamel has never seen me in a situation whereby I have to calm myself or like in a situation with a parent or a family member. So I'm not really sure where he's getting the fact that I'm gonna be like super loud or disrespectful.
She not checking all the boxes. That's what it is. She not checking all the boxes. He can't trust her. He don't know if he could even build a life with her. He may be a little embarrassed about it, you know. But as other things going on in the relationship, he probably just don't feel too strong about. That's probably a big reason why, you know. Because if you do, I feel like if you are with a girl that you know you do love and you can live life with forever, you still gonna try to find some type of way. Like, listen, if she is this type of way, hey, family, this how she is. Get to know her, get to love her. She not part of your family too.
100% think he's making excuses. I don't know why he doesn't want to bring me around his family, but it's definitely shady.
Is this a problem for you?
100%. It makes me feel like he's, again, not serious and trying to keep me away from his family. Like, everyone's family is important to them. And that's why, because I knew that, you know, Jamel's the guy for me, I made sure that he met my parents 3 months in. But for me, for us to be together a year, like coming up to a year and a month now, for me to have not met his family, I think that's quite ridiculous. And on top of that, for him to say that because I'm loud, that's got nothing to do with it. You haven't even tried or seen me in that setting to prejudge and now say that because I'm loud, I can't meet your family.
Babe, I know you. Like, don't make it seem like I'm not like some random boy from your past or whatever. Like, I know you.
Oh yeah, you know us Ghanaians and Nigerians, like, obviously Nigerians are a bit loud. Well, Deborah is loud personally, so how my parents might take to her is a bit, I don't know. I don't know how she'll actually act in front of my parents, but would my parents take to the fact that she's so loud? I think not.
I know how to be respectful with parents. Do I scream and shout in front of my parents disrespectfully?
But that's your parents.
Okay, I don't even want you to ask that question because
Hang
I'm going to get annoyed.
So, Jamal, have your parents questioned whether you have a girlfriend, or have they asked any questions?
A couple questions here and there, but I kind of,
And what have you said?
I've not played it down. I said I'm seeing someone.
Okay.
Yeah, so they know somebody's there, but like,
So now we're seeing each other now.
gosh, let's.
Oh, wow. That's interesting
Is there
to hear.
Is there another reason as to why
It's
you
another
might
reason.
not want to be introducing Deborah to your family?
I just want to make sure I'm getting it right.
Exactly.
To be honest.
That's the
Like I
reason.
said, this is my 4th relationship, and I'm
That's the
hoping
reason.
for it to be my last. Like, I do see a great future between myself and Deborah. Like, it's not it's not a me and you. It's more like a we thing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Can you accept that?
No, I don't feel like it's right for you to have met my family and for me to not have met yours. Like,
But we're
for
doing
me-
comparison.
and that actually makes me feel quite insecure. It makes me
Tell
feel
me-
quite down.
Culturally, are you the same background, you know, family values, etc.?
I mean, we're both African. I'm Nigerian,
And I'm Ghanaian.
but I don't think that should be a problem. Like, it doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference.
you may not feel like that. But
Regardless.
let me be honest with you. Yeah, with my parents, like, they're the type of parents that they would expect me to be with another Ghanaian girl. However, their choices is not my choices.
Yeah, and that's more reason why I should meet them earlier so that they're prepared to meet a Nigerian babe.
And I get that, but
Yeah,
still,
that's what I said. But the thing about it is, he's just not being honest, man. He's not being honest about it. He's seeing a lot of red flags when dealing with her. He's seeing a lot of red flags with dealing with her, and like he said, he knows her. We've only seen about 2 hours at the most of her on TV, and we already feel like he should leave her ass, right? We all agree he should leave it. He should dump her, right? I know some people that was commenting on my video, they was like, leave her ass too. And on the comments of this shit, they was saying leave her ass too. So with just only us having that short of experience of her, he might be feeling the same damn way. Remember, he's the one that called for this whole therapy session in the first place. So yeah, that's why you haven't met the parents, because he's not sure of you guys' future.
that's still down to me, right? So I can't just leave that into my hands.
So when am I going to meet them then?
Which family member do you want to meet first?
Okay, that's childish. It's not that deep.
Everything's
just
childish.
Meet your family.
Everything's childish. He's stressed.
Well, maybe we'll come
So
back to that
stressed.
another time.
Let's check out
You know,
Shoma.
if you want to
Shoma
talk
and
about
Paul.
it again at any time.
I don't want to talk about it. It's very irritating for me to speak
We'll
about
go
because it
into-
doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It's not making sense right now.
Okay.
Fuck it. Okay. Shiny ass head.
Thank you for coming back in. Let me just explain that, you know, these first therapy sessions, It's a lot to take in. There's a lot of emotion involved. Please don't feel that that was an unusual scenario. This kind of thing happens all the time.
It's okay. Right?
At the end of the day, I said it from the get-go, this whole idea is bullcrap. Now, with Denise herself, like, what? If we kind of check the credentials, which I'm sure when Choma was booking the session, she didn't do, like, how do we even know she is the right person for the therapy anyway? This is not going to work. This is actually making the situation worse. Like, it's a hot mess.
Going back to a little bit earlier.
But you ain't even know the situation was bad in the first place, my boy. You got to just sit there and just vibe, man. Like I said, bro, you got to give your girl some W's, man. You got to give her some W's just to shush her, you feel me?
Yeah. The social platform that you're on, you know, do you trust her when she's out? I think is probably the best way to ask the question.
Of course.
Right. So if you both trust each other, there shouldn't really be an issue with what's going on outside.
Ideally, there shouldn't be.
Is there anything that's making you feel uncomfortable?
Oh,
Okay.
this nigga tripping.
Is there anything you'd like to talk?
No.
What's that old buddy
If
though?
I could just get to the end of my sentence.
I knew what you was gonna say.
Yeah. What was I going to say?
Babe, discussion. He's going to listen to you.
Is there anything that
Do you not want coochie no more, my boy? Like, do you not want the goodies? You don't want nothing, bro? Like, why you just vibe, just chill out, man? Just answer the question.
you'd like to discuss with Shoma regarding your relationship?
No.
Okay, well, I have something I'd like to bring up.
Yeah, go on.
And obviously, I don't mean to trigger you again,
No, listen.
we're here to kind of discuss our issues. And I want to put it out there. It's a sensitive topic. It's his family. It's his sister, basically. Sorry. His sister. For me, I don't want to be rude about it. I just want to get it out because at the end of the day, he doesn't see my point.
I'm sorry, I get checking my phone. Hey, who y'all do cryptocurrency? Cause I just keep getting them alerts. Doge is at like $39. Now the shit shot up to $50. I mean, Doge was at 39 cents, but now it just shot up to 50 cents today. I'm not fucking with Doge no more. I see other cryptocurrencies that's moving faster and staying up. So y'all have y'all fun with that.
When it comes to this, but poor sister doesn't like me. And I say this because she always has something to say about me. Every time, she sees me, this is someone that knows me off the platform. For example, this is someone that says I don't know how to look after kids.
Oh.
But every given opportunity, she dumps her kids on me. And I'm not using the word dump loosely. She literally just gives me her kids anytime she wants to go out.
Oh.
And he sees it as experience, but to me, it's more of her trying to make me her babysitter.
Yeah.
So you don't like me, but you're constantly giving me your children. You think I'm a bad mum or I don't know how to be a mum, but you are forever asking me to babysit your kids. How does that make any sense? How are you sure I'm not out here poisoning them or pinching them and slapping them when you're not around? For me, a mum knows that, okay, my child's happiness is my priority.
Yeah.
I don't think she understands that. I don't think she gets that.
Do you both come from an equal number of family members, or is it very different? I mean, Paul,
Roughly.
what's your background of family?
It's irrelevant.
Well, it might give us all a bit more understanding.
What's going to give us an understanding is she has a problem with my sister, and I'm just finding that out now.
Choma's bringing up my sister randomly. Like, this really doesn't make sense when in real life at home, that's not the case. When my sister's around, everyone's kiki and laughing up at her. And then now we're here, because we're in therapy, all of a sudden she's now an enemy. Like, it just, let's make it make sense. Like, that's very, very playful. And I feel like Choma's not being practical right now. Like, it's just a messed up situation. Everything's all wrong and it's just negative. Like, there's no positivity in a whole therapy session. There's not one positive thing.
Is there anything else that makes you insecure?
I don't think that's therapy for my guy. It's not like a kumbaya. It's like a lemon squeeze, to be honest.
one of the recent issues that we had
Here they
is
go.
Clubhouse again. He actually blocked me on Clubhouse. I made that app quite late, and he decided to block me. He has this program that he does, I think Moderation TV, and what they do is they kind of do like a take me out sort of vibe. I don't know if you know the show.
Yeah.
So he's always on stage, and girls or guys have the opportunity to say whether they, you know, shoot their shot basically at a guy that they kind of fancy. Now, Jamel is on stage because that's his show. But what I realized is that in listening to the show, because he doesn't know that I actually knew that he blocked me because I was with my friend. It's quite of a tricky situation. But anyways, I heard the conversation, and I heard that fellow members of his team who had girlfriends, if a girl wanted to speak to them, they'll say, okay, he's out of bounds. So the conversation shut down. But Jamel, on the other hand, he doesn't do that. And so girls will be speaking to him. I know you're gonna say it's Clubhouse and I don't care. Girls are still speaking to you and you're entertaining it. I don't like that. And that's something that does make me feel insecure. I'm so sorry I keep bringing up this Clubhouse app, but Jamel blocking me on this platform that he's in love with is absolutely ridiculous, dodgy. Like, I don't understand what he's doing on there, but blocking me is outrageous, and I've definitely got my eye on him.
Clubhouse was a lot of issues for a lot of people for a good little month or so. Clubhouse fell off so damn fast. But y'all guys out there doing little smasher passes and everything like that, smutting yourself out on Clubhouse just because little popular people is on there, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna forget y'all ass. Y'all little schmutz. That's why I'm glad I'm out the game. I ain't gotta deal with y'all smutty ass women. And y'all do weird as hell too, man. It's just y'all was doing, especially dudes that was being extra performative for the women and women on the app. Especially also the extra people that weren't that important, but then trying to do their thing on Clubhouse. I ain't gonna forget none of y'all ass. I'm probably gonna forget all y'all ass. I don't remember none of y'all. I'm just talking shit. Let me get a video. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fixated on Clubhouse?
Yeah, because you love the app so much.
Denise, okay, with Moderation TV, there's someone called Jamal, and obviously I'm Jamel. So I feel like she's just muddling up the two names. That's
No,
just
I know your voice.
Babe, please. And me blocking her is just because she wants to be so in my social media activity. I feel like I just need the time and space.
No, blocking me is dodgy. Blocking me is dodgy behavior. That's dodgy behavior.
Don't you feel like you're just projecting your insecurities?
No, that's dodgy behavior. Don't block me on social media. That's strange. Another example then, seen as, you know, we were out on a day and Jamel decided to go toilet, but he decided to stop and speak to a young lady whom till this day I don't actually know who she is. And when he came back to the table, I actually asked him, like, okay, what was that conversation about? And he kind of just like brushed it off like it was nothing. But the guy, you were actually gone for 10 minutes, leaving me there. You were speaking to a female. Like, how do you think that makes me feel?
How did you know it was a female?
I could see.
Oh, God.
I could see. Once he tried to duck and dive behind the waiter,
Duck and dive?
I actually saw.
First of all, I'm not shady. And I told her when I came back.
You do shady things. I didn't say you're shady. I said you do shady things.
Okay, cool. It was an old client, and we were just catching up. It wasn't 10 minutes. It was, pretty much 3 minutes. We spoke about her weightless journey and how she's keeping.
Okay, so why
up
is it that you can tell Denise, but you can't tell me when I asked you at the restaurant?
Because we're at a date. Like, let's focus on us.
No, when I ask you a question, I'd like for you to answer, please.
Yeah, but I didn't want to spoil the mood. I wanted to focus on
okay,
us.
but that spoiled the...
This relationship just need to end. None of them ready for a relationship. This shit just need to be done. Finish this. Past this point, this shit should be no more, man. This relationship, they're not ready. None of them are ready.
Mood, because you didn't answer. You didn't answer when I asked you what you guys were talking about.
Oh, my relationship with my clientele, it's important to me. It's important to them. I have to bond with them. I'm more than just a PT. Like, I always like their therapist, but bro, it's Deborah. Deborah being Deborah. Just forget about it.
Jamal, are you aware that Deborah's feeling insecure with these different situations?
This is the first time she's actually spoke on her insecurities and given examples, I should say, on how it makes her feel. Like, we spoke about it, but I just thought it's nothing too deep, just brushed it over.
It's nothing too deep. If I'm expressing, and this is where I feel like your anger gets the best of you, because when we discuss such a conversation, it's like he doesn't want to hear it. I think it definitely... No, you don't want to hear it.
Other than him going off at that restaurant with the phone,
yeah,
otherwise, he's very happy for you to see what's going on his phone, isn't
Oh my goodness, definitely not. Definitely not. At the meal, the same day that we were out, Jamal will have his phone on the table down, like literally can't see his notification.
Wait, and do you know why?
Why?
Because you complain about work.
Oh, now
work.
you want to twist it, yeah?
No, it's
now
not
you want to
about
twist it.
Oh,
Interesting. Now you've twisted it.
So Denise, obviously she complains about work so much. I thought, let me just turn my phone over so she doesn't see no notifications
That's
on the phone.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Because you still pull it out, you still open the Clubhouse, you still respond to messages, and then
What, when I'm on a date with you?
yes.
So what, are you trying to tell me that I prioritise clubbers over you?
Regardless of the fact,
time she
I
said that.
can't see the contents of your phone. I can count on one hand how many times I've touched your phone in 365 days that we've been together. So,
And tell me, Jamal, are you allowed to use or touch Deborah's phone?
I don't need to.
he knows my password.
Yeah, I know your password, but I don't
Do
need
I know yours?
I think it's open.
Okay. I don't know his password.
Okay.
This shit crazy, man. They don't need to be together.
We were meant to go to Thorpe Park. We went to Thorpe Park. He told her, I don't know why he did, and she was like, oh, take my kids with you. The thing is, I wouldn't mind that if she came with us. Why are we taking her children to Thorpe Park? We're not parents. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not a mum. I feel as though, of recent, I've been sacrificing a lot of my time to look after kids that are not mine.
Okay.
When you become a parent, you make that sacrifice, isn't it? You drop a lot of your life for your children.
Okay.
Why am I doing that without being an actual mum? And the real mum is having fun.
Oh,
Did you have a discussion about this trip to Thorpe Park prior to going?
Yeah.
With him or with his sister?
Him.
About the situation, how it was going to
It's on him to
happen,
check
that
it.
he invited or however it came up?
I didn't know it was happening. He wanted us to go to Thorpe Park. That was good. He went to tell his sister, and then she imposed her children on us.
I hate when that
That's just
happens.
my issue, and
Hate
it
when that
happens many, many times. When they
Denise.
cry, I try and help them. And again, they don't necessarily know. They need their mum, isn't it? Like, every child needs their mum. If I don't know how to shut them up, I'm a bad person. If I don't know how to make her child laugh or smile, I'm a bad person. So why the hell does she keep giving me her children?
okay, Denise. Wow, I literally didn't expect this. And to be fair, I'm very, very disappointed in you.
Why?
First of all, let's break down the words you're using. Dump. Yeah.
Okay, maybe wrong choice of words, but
So now, if we're actually speaking about my sister that I love dearly, her children that are practically my children, and you know how much I love her children.
so why are you not taking care of them?
Out of
I'm sorry. This is so weird. Like, I don't think any of these relationships can survive after this point. From that being said, like, whew, how can she have a relationship with the sister now after doing this on TV? And millions of people are going to see this. Millions of people are watching. By the time a month from now, this show gonna have 1 million views. Yeah, this relationship might be over too. That's some shit you can't come back from. This is crazy.
the love that you have for me, you should love them the same, and you should look after them because you love me. If you love me and you know how much I love these kids, you look after the kids.
If you're talking about my sister's kids, and I know how much I love these kids, she knows how much I love these kids. If you're going to mention them, you need to be delicate, first of all.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, if you're a person and you know you want to have kids with me in the future, come on, like let's think about how we're going to approach discussing this topic. You can't just talk anyhow. I'm not gonna feel like, okay, I want to, try and do something with you if this is your energy towards the. Come on, man.
First of all, I love these children. You know that. Okay? I love her kids.
Doesn't seem like it, but go on.
But it does though. I'm complaining that I'm with them too much because your sister's like, she doesn't value my time. And she's using that as an excuse to drop her kids off to our house.
Drop, you see?
Well, I don't know. What word should I use then?
How often does this happen?
Oh my gosh, like every 2 weeks.
That's not bad.
And sometimes they may, like on holidays, they may just stay.
Every 2 weeks, that's too bad. That's bad. That sound normal to me. I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Over the weekend. And the thing is, she's not at home. She's out with her girls. So I would watch her Snapchat, her Instagram stories. And it's not like I'm having the kids while she's at home. She's having fun. So in other words, we're babysitting for free. another point. This is why he would never admit that she doesn't like me.
But babe, please. I know you've got points for days, but I just have to kind of just butt in a bit. You know I love you, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I hope so, anyway.
To be honest, I feel like Trauma, she kind of steers, it's like she likes the idea of us being together, married with kids, but I don't think she actually wants kids. Based on how she's describing my sister's kids right now, it's actually a put off 100%. How do you wake up and speak about kids like this right now? My sister's kids, are you okay?
I'm not disrespecting the children, neither am I disrespecting your sister. I'm about to, though. That's why we're bringing up this point.
She said she about to. I agree. She's definitely more so aiming. I'm sorry if I'm loud in y'all ears. I can't edit this video either, so it's going up how it's going up. I got stuff to do after this. But she's definitely not disrespecting the kids. She's disrespecting the burden that she didn't have those kids, so to be burdened by them in certain situations while someone else is having fun. That's kind of weird. But 2 weeks, every 2 weeks is, that's not too bad. I don't know. It depends on, how he feel. If it's I don't know. It's a weird situation. Because if he was is he there helping watch the kids? That's the thing about it. Is he there helping?
Let me tell you what's wrong with Trauma, right? All right, cool. So couple Christmases ago, okay. She came around to the families. I'm a tiny bit of a chef, but the ladies cooked for the day. I let them have the kitchen. So now, Trauma specifically made pasta bake, okay? But it's a Nigerian household. So majority of the people are gonna have jollof plantain. You might know.
Yeah, but there was other dishes there, babe.
Yeah,
Don't
cool,
try it.
Cool. Do you know what Trauma done, right? So when because Christmas, generally you're looking forward to the jollof or the XYZ, from my perspective, personally, then now she said, okay, because my sister didn't like the pasta bake, therefore she doesn't like her. Like, literally, that's borderline rehab. Literally. No, respectfully, that's borderline rehab.
So I need to go to rehab.
I'm not saying you need to go,
So I made it up.
No, I'm just saying, yeah. Just the thought process behind it. It's a
Tell
bit...
me.
Women do be having some weird ass beef with your family members that be just like really, like if you gonna hold that over my family, they do sometimes have weird ass beefs.
Have you always felt this way with the sister?
She has something to say about everything I do. Everything. The reason why I felt as though she was picking on me on Christmas was because she knew the dish I made. Yeah? She didn't like it because she watched me make it. Everybody else on that table enjoyed the pasta bake. Paul enjoyed the pasta bake. I enjoyed it. We both know it tasted really, really nice. So why she had an issue with it is because she watched me make it. She has an issue with the way I dress. So I wear, not necessarily all the time, but I could wear fitting clothes. I could have a little bit of cleavage out. All of a sudden it's too provocative. Okay, look. She dresses the same way I dress. So why is it such a problem?
All right, babe, let me, all right, I'll tell you where I will kind of agree, right? Well, not agree, but where I kind of have a mere understanding of where she's coming from. So, basically, Trauma was on a YouTube program called Backchat, right? Now, with that program, the characters on that program are sometimes it comes across like they're a bit ratchet, hood, ghetto, if you get... No, I'm saying the characters, not yourself. Yeah? Now, my sister is familiar with the program, okay? She knows that Trauma was on the program. So obviously, automatically, you're going to kind of, think, okay, maybe the person is like that. However, with time, as she started to get to know Trauma, she's realized, okay, do you know what, Trauma's not like that. And she's kind of,
warm to her.
Yeah.
When did she warm to me? Tomorrow? Because it hasn't happened yet.
Oh, God.
When has she warmed to me? Because as of
he fucked up because he kind of like admitted that his sister didn't like her at first. He just admitted to it. So that validated everything that she was saying so far.
3 days ago, we had a little argument. So when has she warmed to me?
Damn, they arguing?
I don't think it's my place to say about her previous encounters, but she's never really met up or probably experienced somebody like me.
Regardless of the fact, you do shady things. On top of that, Denise, even his clientele for fitness, I I can't do it. Like, it's just too many females. And he has to go to their houses as well. Like, that for me is very uncomfortable.
Just
it's
break
just too
up.
many females.
So
I
wait,
feel like he
what
needs
exactly do you want? Because it seems like do you want me, or do you want the money that I'm making to buy you gifts? So if I'm not working, I'm not buying you gifts. I've got new clients that are women, cool, that is my market. If that's such a problem, get me clients then, male clients. How about that?
I just feel like there needs to be a balance.
A balance.
Have a mixture
That's what I
of
said.
male and female clients. The female attention, let's just bring it down a bit because you love it. You love it. You love it. You love it. Let's just.
How easy is it to get clients? I mean, presumably you advertise and then the clients come to you.
That's correct. So as I advertise, market, majority of my clients come through word of mouth or social media. So they are the ones contacting me. So I'm not really in control of my client coming in. So that's what I'm saying. If Deborah has such a big issue about my ratio of male to females, help me out then.
Jamel is too bougie.
Yo, it's very tough to get male clients. I used to be a personal trainer. It's tough to get male clients because the males that want to work out, you train them for a little bit, and then they could take over for themselves. Females, they probably need more coaching. When men go to the gym, they don't need more. It's very rare that you need a personal trainer unless you're a real athlete. Athletes, they really will put the passion for personal trainers. But at that point in time, you gotta be the best in the city to get athlete personal trainers, or a former athlete yourself. You got to be that nigga at that shit, you feel me? So that's tough to come by. More than likely you're going to get women that's not that advanced at working out, that just want someone to help them along. So it's an uphill battle for her, or anybody that wants to be in a relationship with a personal trainer. It's an uphill battle. When I was single, I was able to do that shit easily. I don't know how that shit would be in a relationship actually doing that,
For me, we're always having issues about females. Like, am I dating Jamel, or am I dating the females that he's supposedly working with, talking to? Like, it's just too much. It's dodgy. It's weird. I'm actually getting quite annoyed. I feel like it's quite insensitive of you to kind of not understand where I'm coming from. We spoke about this. You know about the previous situationships, let's call it, seeing as I ain't been in a relationship that I've been in. And like, I'm naturally like a giving person. Like, I like looking after, like, the guy that I'm with. Okay. But I feel like with those previous relationships, they kind of, they took advantage of that. And so for that reason, when he stops doing all these things for me, I kind of feel like we're going back into that cycle.
What does she give?
And so I find it quite insensitive, because you know that, and you know how that made me feel.
Is there anything else he could do? He's spoken about these very expensive presents, but is there anything else he could do to show you, to make you feel more comfortable?
I just feel... I just think more straightforward answers. If I ask you a question, just... it's not, you have to be shaky about it. Like, just tell me where you're going. Just tell me what you're doing. Like, I don't know, like, am I doing something? Like, you don't want to, like, I don't know why. The phone situation for me is just a strange one, but I don't know, like, I don't really want to be telling him to be more loose with his phone. Like, he should just be natural. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to tell him, make sure you leave your phone on the table so that I can have a peek at it. Do you get what I mean? It should just be more natural.
I'm here for peace and tranquility, if I'm best to be honest. So...
Since everyone wants to talk about Backchat, Paul, his mum, his sister, at the end of the day, Backchat put me on.
Yeah.
Paul knows me because I was on Backchat, and I think I conducted myself properly on that show. Yeah, some people might have come and ruined this reputation, but for me, I conducted myself properly. I'm very respectful on Backchat and off Backchat, so I don't understand what the problem is.
I accept the fact that Trauma was on the
Only time I didn't like on Backchat is when they was ganging up on Nunu. I didn't like when they ganged up on Nunu.
show called Backchat, right? However, if my sister / people in general kind of paint her with that brush, then how can you blame them if you were on the program? I didn't send you there. You were there. It wasn't me. So what do you want me to do?
It makes no sense, because this is someone that knows me off that platform. So you know how I genuinely am. Ideally, we should have a better relationship than we do now. But because she's such a bitch...
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa. She took the damn gloves off. Whoa. I'm sorry for being loud in your ears, but that took the whoa. What the fuck? Okay.
Because she's such a problem, she has an issue with me, we don't get along.
Let's go.
And Paul does not defend me.
No.
Paul, this is the way Shoma feels. That's how she's being made to feel.
Do you want to defend Choma in calling my sister a bitch?
Not at all.
Listen.
Not at all.
Oh my God.
In fact, what I was going to suggest is that maybe moving forward, you could find a way of getting Shoma and your sister together in a way that would, melt down this issue that Shoma's feeling.
Look, the way I see it is that could be arranged if need be.
It needs be. That's what I'm talking about.
Let's respect ourselves. Look, this is what it is, right? First of all, the bitch, just take that one back first.
I'll take it back, but you've heard my
Are
point.
you going to do it again?
What you don't do that.
Answer the question.
You see cameras around.
Okay,
chill.
wait. Was
Because
it the right
clearly
thing that you
that's-
done? No. Was it the right thing that you done?
I said
Calling
the
my
way
sister a bitch?
she's not
took it
okay.
back
Listen,
already, bro.
let
She
me
took it back already.
let me rephrase that because that might come across rude. All right, she acts like a bitch.
Oh, so
Might
you
not be
still
a
want to
bitch.
associate my sister with that word?
Facts,
Is it
because
her fault that you
she's-
got back chat? Did she tell
she's-
you to go back chat?
But I conducted myself properly, and
That's
and
not the
back
point.
chat.
You were still there.
So what does that mean? I'm proud to have been there.
that's
What's your
good, that's
point?
good. But-
Excuse me.
So let's put some respect on Backchat and stop trying to talk about it like it's one piece of rubbish that they couldn't have a chance to be on anyway.
This is not going to work if you're both talking at the same time. So just for a second, please, let's calm it down a little bit and let's talk rationally.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to be cheeky, by the way.
Carry
I
on.
know, I
She's
know.
literally giving you a floor to speak. So speak.
Are you going to let me speak or do you want to speak over me? Okay. The moral of the story, right? If you want to break it down.
I don't know why girls look so damn good when they mad. Why do y'all look so fucking good when y'all mad? But don't be getting mad for no damn reason. You better have a legitimate reason. The fuck? That damn just get upset just to turn a nigga on. That shit is dumb. And niggas getting tired of that shit. But she look good as fuck right now. Hope my girl not watching this part of the video.
Down in a nutshell, just the way she talks about stuff. Okay, the kids, we're dumping the kids. The sister, she's a bitch. Come on. Like, anyone with half of a brain knows who is the antagonizing person in this situation.
Shoma, can you appreciate what he just said?
Why would I have a reason to lie on your sister? Do you not think I want a good relationship with your sister?
Interesting.
She's just literally given us an opportunity where you can arrange a meeting where me and your sister can get together and have a talk. And you've just said if needs be. I've explained to you that I feel some type of way, and you're not acknowledging that. You don't acknowledge anything when it comes to your family. So in other words, they can treat me like shit and I should respect them. Why? Because we're Nigerian? No, because at the end of the day, I'll be very honest. Your sister's really treading on thin ice right now. Because I'm only respecting
You want to
her.
go again?
No,
Okay.
babe.
No, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
Listen.
Yeah.
Because I'm only respecting her because I love Paul and I respect his family. Yeah, but the way she's treating me, we're not far off of age, first of all, and I'm an adult. So you're not going to speak down on me because I'm dating your brother. I have brothers. I don't speak down on their partners. So I feel like she has too much shoulder in my relationship. And you need to tell her that it's you and I dating. I'm not dating your sister. Your sister and I don't have sex.
Can I just put...
She can't please you the way I'm pleasing you. So she needs to stay out. And you need to tell her, sorry.
Can I just put a spanner in the works here? Your sister obviously cares a lot for you.
She's too inner.
And it could be, I'm not saying it is, but it could be that your sister is actually worried about losing her brother to...
I think so. I think it's
the
jealousy.
girlfriend. So actually, she loves you so much that she doesn't want someone to come in between you.
With my sister, we have a very good relationship. We've been together since I was born, right?
So let her marry you then. I don't understand.
let me
How
finish.
has your sister got to do with this?
Let me finish. Now, when you really think about it, in theory, she's seen all of my exes. So, she's seen a pattern. She knows what I want out of a relationship. She knows what I want in terms of goals. So obviously,
Tread
if I'm going
lightly.
to pick a long-term life partner, right, and Choma, we're both married into each other's families, I think it's within her right to have an oversee on what could potentially be.
Honestly, I don't know what kind of relationship Paul and his sister have. I mean, I'm not insinuating anything, but it's a bit suspicious to me. Because I don't understand why she's in every single conversation we have. And he's always defending her. I mean, I'm your girl, defend me. At least once in a while, do you know what I mean? If that's what Paul wants, and that's, I don't know, maybe that's how they deal with each other and their family, I should be made aware, you know?
So if my brothers were maybe slapping you every day, you would be happy about that?
Did my sister slap you?
No, she hasn't slapped me because she wouldn't dare.
So
She wouldn't dare slap me. What I'm trying to say is if my family was involved so much like your sister, not even your family, your sister, you would have an issue with that. Knowing you, knowing him, he would probably leave me because it's just too much to handle, okay? The thing is, she hasn't even given me a chance from the jump. Do you understand? So
that's why I'm saying it would be, helpful to find a way of diffusing this emotion that you're feeling towards his sister.
Denise,
if she's not going to be respectful in my house, then she can stop coming.
Denise, what you're failing to understand is that there's this toxicness coming out of Choma towards my sister. The energy is going that way. It's not coming back. She needs to deal with what's inside her first, and then we can move on to heal the world. Choma, you need healing.
I need healing.
Boy,
from
she gonna
who?
slap the back of your head. She gonna slap the back of your shiny ass, milk dud ass head, boy.
From your sister.
From yourself.
No, let me tell you something. I will heal perfectly if you stop her from coming to the house. Honestly, I won't complain again. If I don't have to see your sister again, maybe except Christmas and our wedding day, because we're getting married, then I will heal.
Okay, babe.
I won't have an issue with that, honestly, true to God. If you can do that for me, babe, then I'm
Paul
fine.
would
Since you
have
don't want to
an issue with
listen.
that.
Babe.
Pardon?
Paul would have an issue with that.
Well, then he's not taking into account what I am saying.
Babe.
His sister hates me.
Babe.
And he thinks that it's normal.
Babe. You need healing, babe.
Go away, man, because you're not listening to me.
The fact that she's bringing us here and she keeps on bringing it up, those are the type of things that she needs to deal with within herself. Self-healing, basically. That's what she needs to practice for herself. Because if you're still bringing up stuff since 90 how long, come on, how are we going to move on?
Deborah's never had a boyfriend before, and I feel like that is taken almost a toll within our relationship. All these expectations and expecting me to do particular things. Like, where is she actually getting these ideas from? What? Loving hip hop? Like watching things on TV? Like,
Deborah has this unrealistic view on relationships. Like, I just don't understand, like, who's in her ears? Her family, social media. Like, she's never actually experienced one. This is her first chance to actually experience one. Like, I'm tired of her just having this superficial opinion on what relationships are when she's never really been in one.
Is there a reason that you have never had a boyfriend before?
I don't know. I don't know the reason, but I have siblings. All my sisters, they all have boyfriends. So there's an expectation and there's a standard of guy that I'm going for. And I've expressed that to Jamel.
Go get him.
I feel like experiencing something compared to just seeing around you is two different things. I've explained to her this before, like what it takes to be.
I'm in a relationship. We've been together for a year.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Jamel, I find it quite insensitive. Jamel knows a lot about my past and my past situationships, let's call it, seeing as I haven't been in a relationship.
Tell me about that.
So at a point in time, I lived with my auntie and my uncle, and I saw their relationship, and I did not like what I saw. I saw that my auntie would do everything for her husband, from the finances, from washing his clothes, the housework. And for me, I kind of vowed to myself, like, that's not a relationship. I don't want to ever be the woman doing that in a relationship. And for that reason, I'm very particular about how I want my guy to be. And actually, to answer your question, I think that's why my previous situationships, let's call it, hasn't worked. I was manipulated by this guy. I feel like he took advantage of me. There's a lot of things that he did and I found myself doing, which is what I said I did not want to do. So one of the reasons why I did get with Jamel is because he didn't show me that at the start of the relationship. He was being that male figure. He was looking after me. He was buying me the gifts. So it's like now when he's kind of like backtracking, it's very uncomfortable for me. And like I said, insensitive, because you know how I felt
No,
at the
but
time.
I'm sorry, I don't want to cut her off. I got something to say though.
And you kind of met me after I came out of that situation with that guy.
But she has to understand at the beginning of the relationship, he's showing you that these are my intentions. I have the ability to provide and court you. But at some point in time, that's why I say they kind of met prematurely to him getting his things together. And I'm going through the same exact things. But you know, you meet too prematurely, and at some point in time, you got to change and say, okay, now we've had our fun. You've seen that I'm willing to provide, I'm willing to court and show you these things. Now I want to get some stability. Now, if you really love me, you really want to rock with me, you know, I got to pull back on dating expenses. I got to pull back on gifts and stuff like that, because now my main focus is on stability, our household, really funding and stuff like that. So I can give us a place for us to move in, so we can spend more time together. So she has to understand that change, that shift, and it's going to be tough to deal with, but you gotta communicate and understand what you're rocking with. And that's where, you know, people say, I feel like love doesn't really matter until you get put up to the test, whether you know you want to leave or not. I feel like love is really a capacity thing, as far as like how much can you take. That's what love is measured in my opinion. That's what love is measured in my opinion, on how much will you deal with from someone. You know, that's how I feel. If y'all disagree, let me know in the comment section. If you agree, let me know if you agree with that point.
So,
Well, I'm sorry for making you feel like that, but I feel like just coming from that place, I definitely understand it. I feel like now we need to think about a solution to move forward. That's why we're here, and that's why I obviously brought her to therapy as well, because I feel like it's great for both of us, but as individuals as well. Like, we're still in a relationship, correct? But there's still things that we deal with as individuals, like emotions and dealing with particular things, past traumas and situationships. And I've always been that safe space for her. She's been my peace of mind, and vice versa. Like, I feel like we're at our best when we actually understand what we're saying, we're communicating, we're getting what each other's saying. Like, she's beautiful inside out. And I tell Deborah this all the time.
It's great to hear you saying the word we. Because that's, you know, when you're in a couple situation, it's music to my ears to hear people saying, we like this, we do that, we do the other. Because that means you're working as a team. And for any relationship to work, it has to be teamwork. Do you think that there's a future of you two working as a team?
I would love to think so. I just hope it's mutual. That's the reason why we're here today. Like, we actually want to move past this. I see Deborah potentially being my wife. That's why I'm doing crazy things. Like, I'm working bonkers. Like,
I agree. I'm in the same position.
Have aspirations for ourselves, and just continuously building.
I don't trust him. Sorry. I'm sorry to say, like, I'm really sorry to say. I know you're trying to be sensitive, and I appreciate that, babe. But at the same time, I'm not entirely happy, if I'm honest.
Yeah, bro. Cut your losses. Cut your losses, my guy. Cut your losses. She's going to leave eventually, so you might as well leave and go and start your life and start focusing on what you need to focus on. Get your house, get everything together, and be ready for, you know, set your table for your family in the future. You have more time and less stress, and you can focus on that. You ain't got to worry about checking in. You can just focus about clocking in, and working on your shit. I go through certain things too myself. Like I said, I'm in the same exact situation. You know, I'm trying to make sure I build to a certain point, and certain times it be kind of stressful with with while being in a relationship at the same time. But communication is key. Communication is key, and having realistic goals and timelines and stuff you're working on, and have that, and also got to have a budget to the side that, you know, you put forward to put for your girl, for dating and everything like that. Man, this shit is tough. We don't all have the answers. I'm just giving suggestions in case anybody else may be going through that same situation. You know, I don't have the answers. I'm still trying to massage the shit out my damn self while I still got a damn cramp. I'm trying to massage that bitch out. You feel me? But I'm gonna go ahead and sign out, man. Thank y'all for watching the video. Like I said, no damn edits on this shit. I gotta get up and run. I gotta work with a client after this shit. I'm getting to all type of bags. You feel me? I'm running extra late. But thank y'all for watching that shit. You guys make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my original content, the series Reporting Live from the Streets. This past week we talked about whole phases. This upcoming week we're talking about colorism. So look out for that shit, man. I'm going to sign out. Your boy Stacie, and I fuck with you. Why? Because you fucks with me. Yeah.